Solve and graph the inequality 4 is less than or equal to 3f plus 1, which is less than or equal to 4. This inequality has two rules, and it's an and statement. So we're going to take and break it up into our two rules individually, solve for each one, and then see where the solutions would overlap. So the first rule that we would like to solve is 4 is less than or equal to 3f plus 1. So in this case, we want to combine the like terms and put the constants on one side of the inequality and our variables on the other. So I would suggest subtracting 1 first from each side of the inequality, which would give us 3 is less than or equal to 3f. The next part we would have to undo is our multiplication. So in order to undo that, we would divide each side by 3 for our inequality. That would result in 1 is less than or equal to f. So we've solved for the first rule of the inequality. Let's start working on solving for the second rule, which would be 3f plus 1 is less than or equal to 4. Again, same steps as before. Try to put the constants on one side of the inequality, variables on the other. In order to do that, we would subtract 1 from each side of our inequality. So we've got 3f is less than or equal to 3. Again, to undo the multiplication, we would divide the inequality both sides by 3, which would result in f being less than or equal to 1. So the rules that we want to graph is that f is greater than or equal to 1, but also less than or equal to 1. So let's set up our number line. We have to know where 1 is located, which would be here. So the first rule that we'd want to graph is that f is greater than or equal to 1. So 1 is included. We've got our closed-in circle at 1, and everything greater than 1 would be to the right of it. The second rule that we have to graph is that f is less than or equal to 1. So again, we're starting here at 1 again, so that would be filled in, and because it's included with equal to, and all the values less than or equal to 1 would be to the left of that. This is an and statement, so that means that both rules have to be true at the same place and same time. So on my graph, I'm looking for where blue and green are located at the same place, same time. And the only place that is happening is at 1. So we have one solution to our inequality where f equals 1, and so this would be our final representation for that rule.